Marjorie Taylor Greene, despite not having the votes, brought up a motion to vacate Speaker Johnson because he passed through Ukraine funding in the supplemental package along with Israel and Taiwan funding. And the fact that he worked with Democrats, even though he has truly the slimmest of majorities humanly possible in the House for the Republican Party, like there's no way he can't with a Democratic Senate and a Democratic governor. Marjorie Taylor Greene lives in Fantasyland. Actually, she really lives in I think, like the joint Slack with Steve Bannon, who's been pushing for this for sure. She brought up the vote after having threatened to do so for weeks at this point, and it failed. This was her filing this motion for vacate, and it overwhelmingly lost. You can hear the rest of the members start to boo.
I seek recognition to give notice of my intent to raise a question of the privileges of the House. The form of the resolution is as follows. Declaring the office of Speaker of the House of Representatives to be vacant. This is the uniparty for the American people watching.
Gentle lady will suspend. Order. Order. The gentlewoman from Georgia is recognized.
Whereas the House Republican Conference elected Mike Johnson on October 25th, 2023, after 3.5 weeks of trying to decide on a new Speaker of the House.
Mr. Speaker, the House is not in order.
House will be in order.
Wow, snitch.
I mean, so it's funny. So the only 10 Republicans joined her. Andy Biggs, Eric Burleson, Eli Crane, Warren Davidson, Paul Gosar, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massey, Alex Mooney, Barry Moore, Chip Roy, Victoria Spartz. So you don't really see many of the names that you did the first time around when they successfully vacated Kevin McCarthy. So the lines have been kind of rearranged here. And then there were 7 Democrats that voted present because Hakeem Jeffries wanted to give Mike Johnson like a bit of a carrot or somewhat of a reward for working with them and bucking those people in the party and passing the supplemental. I wish that they would let Republicans just flounder and all vote against every speaker in unison. But I think Jeffries knew that wasn't going to happen because there were some that had already pledged to do so, like Tom Suozzi and people who want to make it seem like they support government functioning. But this is not like over. Marjorie Taylor Greene can do this again. There's still the opportunity because of the agreement that McCarthy made, the devil's bargain to get into power. They can do this motion to vacate again. And Jeffries, to his credit, has said, we're not making any promises on saving you another time. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's just like in an election year to do this. Even Trump, that's the angle that's so funny. Even Trump is telling Marjorie Taylor Greene and the Bannon crew to stand down, but they keep doing it anyway because Trump's worried it hurts his re-election chances when Republicans look this insane. I think so too, which I'm happy about.
I thought that was
There's not much to say about Marjorie Taylor Greene going off the rails here to try to spark what happened with a lot more Republicans last time around. I mean, she's not very good at this, obviously. Like, I'm talking about politics in general. Obviously, Republicans suck, but clearly the Republicans who really wanted to take down, oh my God, it's been so long, I forgot his name already, McCarthy. They obviously were organized enough in their political endeavor to get enough Republicans for it to actually matter, whereas Marjorie Taylor Greene does not have that same political acumen.
And also the Democrats don't all, voted overwhelmingly to save Johnson in this situation. Kevin McCarthy, I think, was so reviled and was like such a self-dealer in that way. I mean, even theocrat Mike Johnson is doing a better job of working with Democrats on the other side, so he didn't piss them off in that way. But next time, please just let Republicans fight. That's what this is Trump's response. Here we go.
I'll read it.
There you go. Yeah, yours is better than mine.
I absolutely love Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's got spirit, she's got fight capitalized, and I believe she'll be around and on our side for a long time to come. However, right now, Republicans have to be fighting the radical left Democrats and all the damage they've done to our country with a majority of 1 shortly growing to 3 or 4. We're not in a position. Man, this is boring, Trump. This is actually very funny when he gets put in this situation.
Where he has to be a pragmatist?
Yeah.
Well, he says what I think is interesting is with a majority of 1 shortly growing to 3 or 4, we're not in a position of voting on a motion to vacate. At some point, we may very well be, but this is not the time. So Johnson has been trying his absolute hardest to bear hug Trump, to be like, you can't touch me because the big man won't let you. And then Trump here is being like, yeah, I'm keeping my options open.
If we show disunity, which will be portrayed as chaos, it will negatively affect everything. Mike Johnson is a good man who is trying very hard.
He's trying. Is he
Sounds
succeeding?
like Trump is not draining the swamp. He's like, look, we need some of the swamp.
I like speakers of the House who don't get vacated.
We're actually floating in some of the swamp right now. It's to keep my barge afloat, so don't drain it yet.
They're just like his unruly children. Like the way that he has to deal with them, they're all just like sycophantic, unruly children for it.
You're a good girl.
Disinterested
Enthusiasm.
I mean, and that would make sense given his inconsistency on this front, because he's never actually dealt with children, least of all his own, one time in his entire life.
Yeah, can we have somebody go like spank them on the bottom or something?
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.